Each one 3 minutes.
Right Honorable Speaker, in 1985, there was chaos in our country. My parents were dating. And in January of 1986, the NRA took power, and there was tranquility at the time. My parents eventually gave birth to me in 1986 December, that very year. Honorable Speaker, my parents had a debate about the name to give me, and they wanted to name me Yoweri, in memory of the man who led the war to bring tranquility to our country. But as they had further debate about it, they decided to give me the English version of the name Yoweri. And that's how I get to be called Joel. Honorable Speaker, when I look back at the 39 years of the man after whom I was named, I am disturbed. I am disgruntled. And I think that the hero after whom I was named became a shadow of his former past. I have a little book, among other books in my house, called the 10-Point Program. It's a little book. I want to encourage especially members of the NRM to read that book, because I'm sure many of you have not read it, you just hear about it. Please get a copy of that book, the 10-Point Program. It's a very small book. You can read it in even 30 minutes if you're a fast reader. The 10-Point Program. An amazing book. Honorable Speaker, point number 7 of the 10 points is elimination of corruption and misuse of power. If I'm to use just that yardstick, if I had more time, I would go over all the 10, but I'll just dwell on that number 7. Elimination of corruption and misuse of power. Honorable Speaker, we lose over 10 trillion shillings to corruption every year under the NRM government that promised to eliminate corruption. I hope that you score yourselves and see how you are doing today. And by the way, the report of 10 trillion shillings, that's your government report. If it was my assessment, you would say, LoP, you're just making these things up. I hope that you assess yourselves. Misuse of power, Right Honorable Speaker. There was a time, I was in the media, and some research was done among the citizenry, and each time that research was done, they were asking, are you more confident of police or UPDF? Each time that research was done, the citizens would say they were more confident about the UPDF. They prided themselves more in the UPDF. That's the army that brought this regime into power. I don't know if that research was done today, a similar response would come from the citizenry. Honorable Speaker, there are some officers of the UPDF, both senior and junior, who respect the rule of law and whom we salute and acknowledge. But, Honorable Speaker, there are some senior and junior UPDF officers who totally disregard the law. We see some of them threatening to behead leaders in this country, to hang others in this country. They call some of their colleagues buffoons. They are fellow senior officers in uniform. I hope that you can score yourselves on the misuse of power that is held by some of these senior officers. Finally, Right Honorable Speaker, court-martial, which was introduced by this regime to discipline serving military officers, has become another example of misuse of power. Civilians are arraigned before this court, persecuted in a manner so wanton, they'll be denied bail for 4 years and more. Leaders in this country, respectable leaders like Dr. Kanokiza Besigye, who fought to bring this regime to power, is now being persecuted under the court-martial. I hope that this regime can make a good assessment of yourselves 39 years down the road. And hopefully you can be ashamed of certain things, the same way you are celebrating some things. And it's okay to celebrate certain things. But I hope you can say, this is shameful, we need to do better. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Kabanda.
Honorable Kangwaji, among others, were very attentive. I discover not. For the honorable colleague to say that I exist because of the NRM, it is shameful, it is problematic, it makes me apoplectic. Honorable Speaker, are we soon going to begin to thank the NRM for the rising of the sun? That we should also thank them for the oxygen that we breathe. Honorable Speaker, I think my colleague needs to withdraw that very problematic statement that I exist because of the NRM. I hope that he'll be smart enough to do that.
Thank you. Yeah, I think I didn't get it that way. Yes. No. I'm meaning what Honorable Kangwaji said is really not what Honorable Joel. Listen. What the Honorable Joel said. The only thing I got from what Honorable Joel said was if it wasn't from 7, he wouldn't have a name. Because he's named after you. I don't know if that one I also got it wrong. No. You said you were named after Yoel. Okay. No, Honorable Joel has said even without without Yoel Museveni, the president, he would have a name. Okay? I had thought he wouldn't have a name, at least a Christian name. But Honorable Kangwaji, really.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker.
For the comfort of the member.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
The member is saying you are claiming his only arrived because of NRM, and for him he knows even without NRM he would be arrived.
I concur with you, Right Honorable Speaker, and I withdraw. But I wanted him also to get me well.
But don't withdraw his name, Joel.
Of course I cannot do that. Right Honorable Speaker, to emphasize on my point, it is very, very, very clear, and it is well known in this world, that Uganda is peaceful. It is peaceful to an extent that we have gone ahead and exported peace to our neighboring countries. It is well recorded and well registered. You know that your sons and daughters are in very many countries exporting peace, and they have tried so hard to make sure that other countries are at peace. Right Honorable Speaker, I want to inform this August House that it is only and only in this country, and it is only and only NRM as government, that has managed to take money to Mwananchi on the ground. You know the money we have given the people on the ground in the program of PDM, Party Development Model Program. Right Honorable Speaker, you can hardly find it anywhere. If there is any person who wants maybe to challenge me on that, I think we are able to discuss. But it is only and only this government, through this parliament, where we found that it is clear for us to make sure that each and every person in this country should be in the money economy. And we did it. So that attribute itself should go back to NRM as an achievement. Thirdly, Right Honorable Speaker, it is quite hard. But for us as Banyankore, we have a saying that for those ones who do not want to know the power, the influence, and the sacrifices of their parents, they are the very ones to say that it has happened, oh God, because I know it. Let me tell you, it is only and only those people, your brothers and sisters, who woke up one morning and said, enough is enough, let's go and bring peace to Ugandans, and they did it. It is hard for us to sit here and say, no, government has not done anything. It is quite important for us to continue celebrating this and to continue telling Ugandans that the government has done a lot. Take an example of Isinjiro, Right Honorable Speaker. In Isinjiro, we used not to have water. But as I talk today, we have seen water in Isinjiro. We used not to have access roads. We used not have even a single Tamaka road. We used not even have peace, but we have gotten them because of NRM.
Thank you, Honorable Peter.
Speaker and colleagues, as NRM government has made progress securing the future of this nation, we want to attest that there are so many things that have happened for the citizen of this country. Moving forward, as we dream to achieve also the 40th anniversary, I want to implore us, especially the President of the Republic of Uganda, to look into consideration, apart from the PDM programs that has successfully been embraced by the citizen in this country, there is a lot more that we also have to do, especially supporting and establishing the VSLAs, which is everywhere in all the 146 districts in the country. When you look at my colleagues, the women MPs and the direct elected member of parliament, there are so many village groups that we are empowering in the villages. So we need, as NRM government, to embrace and add on what colleagues and those people who have already started doing things on their own. But otherwise, citizens out there, they know what the government has done through the good leadership and the stewardship of the NRM government. When we talk about issues of corruption, it starts with you, whether you're in opposition and you're also on the NRM government. And if you're at opposition side, what have you done to fight the corruption scandal in this country? It is all our roles to fight corruption and do what we preach, and not only what we say, but not what we preach. I beg to submit, Right Honorable Speaker, and wish a very happy 39th anniversary. And I also want to implore my sisters and brothers who are on the NoP side. The NRM government has done so many things. Even when you wake up to shout and abuse, the government has given you freedom of speech. You have the freedom of speech. You are able to demonstrate wherever you want to demonstrate. The government has given you all the power, because power belongs to the people of this country. So it is the high time that you also join the ruling government and we move together.
Thank you. Honorable, we are expressing opinions. You know? No, that's a side for independence. That's a line for independence. So, she's seated in the right place.
Right Honorable Speaker, I want to thank the Minister for his statement and acknowledge that we have made steady progress in this country, and even we as women, unlike before the 1995 Constitution, we had very few women in the political spaces and in the boardrooms. We want to commend the NRM government for enacting a new constitution and ensuring inclusion. Right Honorable Speaker, the Honorable Minister in his submission did talk about the infrastructure development. We must acknowledge that indeed the government, the NRM government, has actually made progress in increasing the kilometers of paved roads in this country. Currently, we speak of over 6,000 kilometers. We would have loved to have more, but because of constrained resources, we are unable. Steady progress, we shall ensure that we have more paved roads. However, Right Honorable Speaker, with these paved roads, we need to transit away from road transport into railway transport. And I want to thank His Excellency the President that on 21st of November, he commissioned the construction of the standard gauge railway in Tororo district. That is something, Right Honorable Speaker, that we are all waiting for. The construction is supposed to start in Tororo by a Turkish company, the Yapi Mackenzie. However, Right Honorable Speaker, Right Honorable Speaker, when the President came to commission this project, you need to ensure that there is a clear right of way and that we don't have hurdles that will stop the construction of this long-awaited standard gauge railway. Something that will help us move away from, relying on road transport but also having railway transport, especially transporting our goods. There are so many road accidents today, Right Honorable Speaker, on our roads, partially because of so many vehicles, the trucks, everybody is on the road. However, Right Honorable Speaker, in order for us to move with this project, we have something, allow me raise this, Right Honorable Speaker. We have a school called Murkatipe View Primary School in Tororo. That is around the community where this standard gauge railway is supposed to start the construction of this.
Please conclude with that.
So, Right Honorable Speaker, government released money to relocate this school. Money was paid to the UPDF Engineering Brigade. Money was paid to Tororo Municipal Council. It is 1 year down the road, Right Honorable Speaker, and the technical people have been moving in circles regarding procurement of the land. When the president came, they stopped us from raising this. The Minister of Works, Attorney General, all said they were going to handle this matter. We had hoped. The PPDA has already given guidance to Tororo Municipal Council to proceed and procure land within the community. They advertised for anybody who has land. And we had people outside the community area applying or giving in, applying to actually, provide land. We need land in this very community. Land has been identified and given by the community. The Tororo Municipal Council is still dragging its feet. The schools are to open, Right Honorable Speaker, on the 3rd, 4th of February. By now, would have had classrooms constructed. This is a primary school. They are being told to move to another location. Right Honorable Speaker, imagine children of P1 walking long distances to another school. I want to real appeal to the Minister for Presidency, the Attorney General, the Minister for Economic Monitoring was in my district in March, and she found this challenge. To date, the problem has not been resolved. The Minister for Local Government, can you deal with your town clerk, who they are being motivated? It seems they to get some enjawulo which they have faced.
So, sorry, Honorable Sarah, the point has been noted. I hope we take.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. And also, I want to thank the Minister for his statement. Firstly, Right Honorable Speaker, the leader of the opposition has said that he is disgruntled, but for me, as a member of the National Resistance Movement and our colleagues this side, we are contented with the National Resistance Movement government. Right Honorable Speaker, allow me to thank His Excellency the President, the Minister for the Presidency, and the Cabinet for allowing to host these celebrations from Mubende. Thank you so much. You all remember that the Liberation War started from my constituency. That is Kabamba, where we have Kabamba 1 and Kabamba 2. And Mubende district, having made such huge contribution, we had never hosted any celebrations. And we want to thank His Excellency the President for accepting to host these celebrations from our district. We are so grateful. Right Honorable Speaker, Mubende district has been and will continue supporting the NRM government because of the many achievements that we have received from this government. And we are very grateful for the contribution that the government has given to the people of Mubende. Right Honorable Speaker, for those who don't know, Mubende district is one of those districts that has benefited a lot in this government. I must inform the leader of the opposition that Mubende hosts the regional referral hospital for Greater Mubende. And it's a contribution to the people of Mubende. The government should have chosen to take it to another district. Right Honorable Speaker, the government of Uganda,
Conclude, Honorable. Conclude as the area MP.
thank
I
you,
gave you extra.
recently signed a contract with Technovia Company to tarmac a road from Rusalira, Kasambia, Nkonge, up to Sembabule, where Kabamba is. And we are very grateful for that as the people of Mubende. As we talk now, Right Honorable Speaker, I know most of you will be coming to Mubende. You will see the road from Mitiana up to Kasambia is under reconstruction by Enago Company Limited. The road from Mubende to Kakumiro up to Hoima is tarmacked by the NRM government. You can cross from Gulu, you go to Masindi, go to Hoima, come up to Mubende without passing through Kampala. Now the government is going to work on a road that I have just mentioned. So you will be able to connect from all parts of the country through Mubende without going through driving on a Maram road. That's a contribution for the national resistance movement. Lastly, Right Honorable Speaker, I want to join the Minister and the government in inviting you to Mubende on Sunday on the 26th. Come and sleep there so that our hotels can get visitors. Come and eat our food.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Kabanda.
Thank you, Right Honorable.
I want to speak on behalf of my people of Luwelo and maybe the greater Luwelo district. First of all, I don't think it's very necessary even to have the celebrations. We can take stock in your cabinet meetings and also make a statement here. The funds you're using to celebrate can be used to do one big project that can really, that is one way of accounting to the people instead of spending funds in celebrations. Right, Honorable Speaker, I want to inform this August House that we have several places where the skulls of our people are deposited. They are in dilapidated structures without covers. If you go to Sambwe in my district, Ndeje Town Council, if you go to Wabsana, that is Chichusa Sub-County, if you go to Butuntumula, you can even cry tears. The NRM government has stayed in power 39 years, but the occupation in the Luwelo district is 44 years. But nothing has been done to better where the skulls of our people are. But now you're going to Mubende to celebrate 44 years. For what? Right, Honorable Speaker, we need to speak about this because we need to better what is happening. Right, Honorable Speaker, most people are not compensated. In the 9th Parliament, I was a member, I raised this matter. I was told by the then Prime Minister that a sitting government does not pay for rebel activities. But the government and the rebels are the same people. Even in this same Parliament, in the Prime Minister's time, I raised this matter because our people are poor, right, Honorable Speaker. I was given the same answer. So I am wondering why the NRM government is going to celebrate.
Right, Honorable Speaker and Honorable Members.
Honorable Minister, please, you're on the microphone.
Right, Honorable Speaker, Happy New Year and members. Right, Honorable Speaker and members. allow me to rise to make a statement on behalf of the Minister for Presidency regarding the forthcoming 39th NRM NRA Victory Day anniversary celebrations, which will take place on Sunday, 26 January 2025. Right Honorable Speaker and Honorable Members, Cabinet on 3rd September 1987 directed that 26th of January be gazetted as a public holiday. So upon this background, Right Honorable Speaker, that the nation on 26th January 2025 will celebrate the 39th NRM NRA Victory Day anniversary. The anniversary celebrations is an opportunity to remind our young generations of the sacrifices made by Ugandans to cause change that ushered in the current peace and socio-economic transformation that is prevailing in Uganda today. Right Honorable Speaker, over the last 39 years, Uganda has witnessed socio-economic transformation indicators never seen before, guided by the correct philosophy, ideology, and strategy of the NRM government, which enabled the economy and society of Uganda to go through 5 phases since 1986. And these phases of recovery are: 1, the minimum economic recovery, phase of restoring the aspects of the small colonial enclave money economy of the 3 C's, that is coffee, cotton, and copper, and the 3 T's, that is tea, tobacco, and tourism. The second, expanding that enclave with more production of coffee, tea, and others. The third phase, Right Honorable Speaker, the diversification of the enclave economy by commercializing the production of bananas, cassava, milk, fruits, palm oil, cocoa, fish, beef, and others. The fourth one is adding value to the sum of these raw materials, such as cotton, fruits, milk, tea, timber, sugar, etc. And the last phase, where we are now, Right Honorable Speaker, is the knowledge economy, through the production of vaccines, the automobile industry. These measures have enabled, Right Honorable Speaker, the economy to grow from United States dollars 1.5 billion 1986 to now United States dollars 55 billion by foreign exchange method, and USD 180.29 billion by public-private partnership method, which we intend to grow to United States dollars 550 billion through the 10-fold growth strategy of the next 10 years. Presently, Right Honorable Speaker, at United States dollars 1,182 per capita, Uganda has entered the lower middle income status. Right Honorable Speaker, all those phases have been supported by improved infrastructure, like motorable roads, border-to-border connectivity. For example, Right Honorable Speaker, currently somebody can comfortably travel from Chisolo to Koboko. We are now flying the cranes in the skies. Mention the electricity supply. In short, the development of our economy is unstoppable. Right Honorable Speaker, with the rollout of many poverty alleviation activities and initiatives in the country, namely the 4-acre model for smallholder farmers, Emioga, parish development model, and the youth livelihood program, among others, many of our people in the rural setting will definitely join the monetary economy, and thus the outcomes of growth are shared by all. Right Honorable Speaker and members, the theme for the 39th NRM NRA Victory Day anniversary celebrations is 39 years of NRM NRA. Salutation to those who re-sanctified our homeland? Close the question. Right Honorable Speaker, the above theme reminds all of us the brave men and women who stood up for those who could not stand up for themselves at a time of political turmoil in this country. So we are talking of 39 years of re-sanctifying our country, which is indeed worth celebrating. Right Honorable Speaker and members, this year's celebrations will be held on Sunday, 26th January 2025, like I said, at Mubende National Teachers College, Mubende District. Right Honorable Speaker, members, the chief guest during this anniversary celebration will be His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, General, retired, the President of the Republic of Uganda, who will be joined by all of you. Right Honorable Speaker, a lot of preparatory activities are ongoing, but allow me, Right Honorable Speaker, to thank and extend appreciation to the honorable members of Parliament and local leaders from Mubende District and Greater Mubende for participating in the preparatory meetings, and I am certain the function will be a success. Right Honorable Speaker, a lot of preparatory activities have been taking place, including eye care medical camp, which is running from today to 24th. And publicity programs have been done. And Right Honorable Speaker and members, a synopsis regarding the anniversary celebration has been prepared by the Uganda Media Center in liaison with the Office of the President, and it has been shared with all RDCs to enhance publicity by our various media partners. As a way of informing members and the general public about the celebrations, a press conference by the Minister in charge of Presidency was held actually this morning at Uganda Media Center. Right Honorable Speaker, all the above was achieved because of the will and the divine mercy of God. And indeed, we've prepared and planned prayers, and the program is here as follows. On Friday, 24th January 2025, we shall hold prayers in all mosques. On Saturday, 25th January, we shall hold prayers in all Seventh-day Adventist churches. On Sunday, 26th January 2025, prayers in all other churches. Right Honorable Speaker, as always, His Excellency the President on the D-Day will award medals to 61 distinguished individuals in honor of the extraordinary roles they have performed in Uganda. I therefore take this opportunity to invite you and invite members of Parliament to please find cards in your pigeon holes to attend this celebration, which is worth attending. Right Honorable Speaker, on the issue of securing the place is 100% secured by Uganda Police, assisted by sister agencies. I beg to submit.
Thank you.